Oh, there he is. Oh.
You know that feeling where all you want to do is catch fish? Yeah, I pretty much feel that way all the time too. Today though, I have a chance to fish, so I'm obviously going to take it. I'm just gonna chase after some bass. Really no major mission, no major agenda. I just want to catch some fish. That being said, I do have a couple lures I want to try. Check this out. Zoop. Look at this guy right here. It's a little river to sea S-waver. It's a small one, but I want to gain some confidence in this guy, so I'm probably gonna throw it a lot. If it doesn't work though, I've got a lot of other things I'm willing to try. Bottom line, I want to catch some big old bruiser bass, so let's get started. Let's go. I got a new GoPro. Right on. Also got a new rod and reel. This, my friends, is what I picked up mostly for like big topwaters, you know, small swim baits, as well as probably some frog fishing. But today, obviously, I'm gonna start with a glide bait. I very rarely fish hard swim baits, so I can't say I'm an expert by any means. Also, I know what you're thinking, Ethan, your pants, they are way too short for you. Well, yeah, they kind of are, but I still like these pants, okay? You can make fun of me, you can say, where's the flood? You can call me high waters, Ethan, I don't care, man. It is what it is. Man, it's actually like getting cool out these days. All right, S-Waver, I'm digging you, but I'm gonna set you down for now. Let's build up some confidence, throw the chatterbait for a little while. All right. So I'm just gonna rip this chatterbait around the grass and whatnot. I gotta believe they're willing to eat the chatterbait. Are we gonna get rained on today? I do not know. I'm willing to get rained on. I don't care. I just wanna catch fish, man. Rod number 3. We brought 4 rods with us today. Let's see. I'm throwing a rat now. Basically wakes the surface, and it's crazy looking, but I feel like it has an awesome action. Hey, Mr. Rat, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams come true. I love like taking this rat and just trying to make it look like some sort of rat that's confused, that fell in the water, doesn't know what to do, so it kind of is like pausing every now and again, looking around, goes for a little swim, chills for a second, takes a break, takes a breather, turns around, it's kind of paranoid, thinking what the heck's in here. That's why I like throwing this thing, because it's just like I totally get into it. I like try to make it look as real as possible. The only rod I have not used yet. So now I'm just throwing a craw. I'm gonna take off my chatterbait and rig up a spinnerbait. This is a really small finesse spinnerbait. A lot of the bait fish I've seen in here have been really small. Come on, spinnerbait. I feel really confident the spinnerbait's gonna be the game changer. Oh, got him. That was weird. What? I thought I had him. Something whacked it. Had to have been a bass. Maybe it was just a real small one, or I don't know. Got a trailer hook on there and everything. Oh, something. What is with these short strikes? He chased it. I saw his body. That was so weird. I don't know why. They're definitely like super finicky right now. Need to put a trailer hook on my trailer hook. Jeez Louise. There's a bite. What is going on? They're hitting it and like swimming with it and then just dropping it. That's so weird for a spinnerbait, for them to kind of pop it and swim with it. I could have caught that fish if I would have swept into him right away. I've never had them hit a spinnerbait this way. This is the weirdest thing, man. There's a fish. Thank goodness. I ripped that thing out of the grass so hard, popped it like 3-4 times, and he smashed it. Feels like a decent fish, actually. Feels like a really good fish. Feels like a really good fish. Yeah, decent one. Definitely a good one. Whew. Whew. And like I said, man, they've been just nipping it. And if I didn't have that trailer hook on there, I would not have caught this fish. Take a look at how I hooked him. Just popped him right there in the nose with a trailer hook. I actually hooked him better than I thought, but that little tiny trailer hook got him. Look how fat he is. Just an absolute meathead. Dude, you're fat, buddy. Clearly they've been feeding up. Part of me thinks these fish have gorged themselves already, and that's why it's so tough right now. I think they've just been smashing shad and minnows. If I catch another fish and he's that fat, my thoughts are that these fish kind of already gorged themselves, and that's why they're not necessarily hitting so well today. Okay, quick update. This little finesse spinnerbait right here, I think this might be the ticket. I'm gonna keep throwing it for a while. We'll see what happens. The other update is I get a crack into a brewski now because I caught a fish, and guess what? It's a darn good brewski. This is a Bell's Two Hearted Ale, one of the best IPAs ever. Love it. Hey Bells, if you want to send me some more IPAs, feel free, because your boy will drink them. I love these things. If you work at Bells, feel free to hook me up. Okay. I want to catch another fish. Let's toss that spinnerbait. Man, the wind is just howling right towards this bank. This could get good. This could get real good. I'm feeling really good right now. I'm gonna throw a koozie on this guy, otherwise my hands will freeze. There's definitely a key learning from that fish. Basically what I did, there's grass right up there. I pop aggressively. As soon as I started reeling, he smashed it. I definitely triggered a reaction bite by ripping it free of the grass. I have a feeling these fish are not feeding super aggressively, because I think over the last couple days they probably already have. So by ripping it clear of that grass and causing a little bit of flash, I have a feeling that fish was sitting right there and he just ate it out of instinct. You know, when fish aren't really actively feeding and aggressive, that doesn't mean they won't eat. You just gotta do something to make their instincts tick. Oh, he ate it. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my gosh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Did you see how this fish ate? That was totally another reaction bite. But I tell you what, spinnerbait, baby, I'm telling you, the spinnerbait is absolutely the play right now. Whew, he was so barely hooked. Chunky, my man. What is going on with his tail? It's weird looking. It's super weird looking. I'm gonna look down his gullet. Again, he's a fat bass, and I'm thinking that these fish have just been feeding the last couple days. Man, that water temp feels great. Still warm, that's a great thing, man. He ate right next to my kayak, and again, that was a total reaction bite. This is such a great learning today. You gotta appeal to those bass's senses, even when they're not hungry. That's another fish. Did you see how I twitched it, and then he hammered it? I gotta keep pressure on him. God, they all feel pretty solid. It's another solid fish. All right, man. Spinnerbait. I told you guys this was gonna turn my day around. There we go. Look how fat he is. Not a very big fish, but a fat fish. I'm digging it, man. They've got weird tails. This fish's tail has also got some weird markings on it. Huh. Take a look at that tail. I see those black marks. Not sure what that's all about. Nothing in his mouth. Fat fish, they're fighting hard. I have no complaints, man. You can make bass bite even when they don't want to eat. Every single one of the bass that I've caught has been immediately after a hard twitch with this spinnerbait. A slow, steady retrieve got a couple little taps, but it didn't get walloped. I don't think I'd be catching fish if I wasn't hard twitching. Oh my gosh, no! You had to see that. Oh my gosh, I twitched it up right before I got it in. Fish freaking hammered it. I was just about ready to say, I don't think I'd be catching these fish if I wasn't doing these hard twitches. Man, I do really like this rod for spinnerbaits though. This is that 6'10" medium heavy Tatula that I got. I really like this rod for spinnerbaits. Feels good. I thought maybe I'd still be able, oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. I was about ready to say, I thought maybe I'd still be able to find them tucked up in the cover. And then I was gonna say, evidently they're only in the wind, but nope, this fish proved me right. They're still in the cover too. He came screaming out of there, all of a sudden decided to eat it. All right, thank you, Mr. Spinnerbait. That fish isn't quite as fat. I think this fish is a little bit more of a resident. What I mean by that is he probably lives up in this brush pile probably a lot of the year. He might not have been feeding on schooling bait fish quite as much as those other fish. I feel good. I feel real good. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break to just kind of show you the gear that I'm using today. I know I've kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I'm gonna just show you up close. This is a 6'3" casting reel. It's got 14-pound fluorocarbon. This is a 6'10" medium heavy casting rod. And then this little finesse spinnerbait right here. It's not rocket science, man. This is pretty simple stuff. Cast your spinnerbait out there, maybe a break line, somewhere where it's gonna be a high percentage area for a bass. Rip it hard a couple times. Reel it, rip it a couple times, boom, they smash it. It's kind of how it's going. Oh, the wind is picking up as it's getting later. What the heck is going on? This corner up here should be good. The wind's blowing directly into that corner. I'm hoping there's a little bit of vegetation still in the area. Oh my lord, it's cold, it's cold. Oh, a perch just came up and tried to eat it. It scared the crap out of me. I just saw a little hot dog show up. I'm like, boy, what was that? Whew. Definitely raining now. I'm getting rained on. Son of a gun. Dadgummit. Right in this corner. I knew this corner would pay off. Again, it was an erratic retrieve. I was twitching the crap out of it. He's a fatty, that's for sure. I'm horsing him right in, but he's fat. Boom shagalaga boom. On the trailer hook. Thank you, Mr. Trailer Hook. As we've learned in previous videos, trailer hook is a must for spinnerbaits. How do I know that, you might ask? Well, because I lost like a 5-pound smallmouth because I wasn't using a trailer hook. My fingertips are frozen and I need bass now. Okay, we got back, we cleaned up, we ate some delicious dinner. I was super hungry, so I gobbled it up. The bass, on the other hand, were not hungry, so I had to force feed them. And my friends, this spinnerbait paid off. I don't necessarily think that the spinnerbait deserves all the credit. I think what deserves the credit is the action that I imparted in the spinnerbait. What I mean by that is I ripped this thing out of the grass and the fish hit it out of instinct. If I'd have been throwing any other reaction style bait, I'm pretty sure they would have worked as well. Regardless, man, it was a blast out there. Yes, I got cold. Yes, I got rained on, but I had a good time. And I tell you what, I'm happy. We'll catch you next time.